I think what makes a good teacher is someone who is really focused and driven and also encourages the students to participate inside and outside of class.
They really know how to take the material that's in the class and make it simpler at first and then really build on it.
I'm Geoffrey Hutchison. I'm an associate professor of chemistry, and I like chemistry because there's this combination of the sort of theoretical, okay, we can dream up all of these things, and then, oh, okay, well, we need to go and actually make it and have it in a flask or an actual material that you can touch or see.
Throughout my whole chemistry career at Pitt, I thought he was one of the best teachers that I've had, especially just his teaching style. He's really passionate about chemistry. I think he was one of the teachers who really liked the subject so much that made us also enjoy the subject, even though it was kind of hard.
The biggest lesson I've taken away from his class is how much of an impact a good teacher can have on a really challenging topic. I had him for Physical Chemistry 1, which is typically considered one of the hardest classes at Pitt, and definitely one of the hardest classes as a chem major. He was just very realistic about the fact that this course was going to be challenging. It was going to be a very new way of thinking, some abstract ideas. He didn't talk down to us or make it think like we were less intelligent because it wasn't quite as obvious.
His class taught me that it doesn't really matter how intimidating something can be. It can always be approachable if you have someone like him who is able to help you.
The way he taught the subject and making sure that we understood everything is really what I learned most. Like, if you sit down and study it, you'll be able to do anything. He's really willing to talk to you about anything. I think he just makes you feel really comfortable and listens to you when you talk to him.
My students teach me all the time. I learn, new things from them, sometimes coming in and saying, hey, isn't this cool? I found this article. I've had students come to my office and say, I know this wasn't really part of the class, but I want to talk about quantum teleportation because it seems really cool.
He was happy to email me outside of class. He was happy to send me papers on what he did and what other people did. And he was just very, very open to generally learning things outside of what he was teaching.
He's definitely been a role model as far as what it means to be a good instructor. He is not just a professor who runs a lab, but he definitely has a passion for teaching.
I got into teaching because I had some great teachers throughout school, elementary school, high school, through college, right? I had great teachers and I said, yeah, this is something that I really like to do. I like teaching at Pitt. I like teaching in the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences because I have students who are chemistry, art history majors, and chemistry and English and chemistry and philosophy, and this brings some great perspectives to it. Scientists are not just stuck in one thing, and I think that's an important thing for students to have this broad connection.
He truly cares about students, whether they are someone working in his lab or someone in his lecture. He always wants to make sure that people are enjoying what they're doing with chemistry.
What I hope they take away is a sense that, to some degree, everything is chemistry, right? This table is made of atoms and molecules, and we can't see them, and so we have to kind of connect this kind of atomistic dream of what we think is happening on that scale with the practical. I think of chemistry also as sort of an artistic thing. Creativity is allowed and encouraged, and that's an important part of science, right? Science is not just, A follows B follows C, but wait, how did we come up with the idea in the first place? And that requires a creative leap.